Hello, beautiful queen. You are in the right place. In case you're wondering, how did I find myself on this channel? That's if you're not subscribed. You're in the right place because I'm about to help you out. People have been telling you your hair will never grow past shoulder length. In fact, some of you, your hair is just stopping under your ears. People have told you you've been natural for 10 years now and your hair is still the same length. People have told you just go and cut this hair and start afresh because you see this hair on your head, it cannot grow past this one. People have even told you how much will you continue to spend on hair products, you're not seeing any results. Sister, just cut this hair and rest, go on low cut. People use you to crack jokes. You are the butt of jokes. But all that is about to change because I am here to let you know how you can grow your hair. This channel is where you should camp for all things hair growth because I don't tell lies here and I only tell you things that actually work, that have worked for me. So you're in the right place. Today is the day that the Lord has made. So if you've not subscribed, quickly do so and grab a drink and let's talk about how you can grow your hair because it's not impossible and your hair can definitely grow. Okay? So let's start from the very beginning. Let's start from the foundation. Everything has a foundation. So let's start with genetics. Now when we're talking about hair growth, everybody's hair grows. So those people telling you that your hair is not growing, they're telling lies. What's happening is that you are not retaining the length that you are growing. That's why you've been on the same hair length for years. Now, genetics have a role to play. For me, I have always had hair. I'm actually a very hairy person and the hairiness is also evident on my hair. So I'm a hairy person. Even when I was relaxed, my hair was still very long and full. And obviously now that I'm natural, the same thing. My hair grows at a pretty fast rate. But the thing with genetics is that people say, oh my God, don't worry, leave her, it's because her hair grows fast. Doesn't matter how fast your hair grows. Even if your hair grows like sprouts out like weed, it doesn't matter because if you're not taking care of your hair, all the hair that you're growing is going to be falling off at the same rate and you are going to be at the same hair length for years and years and years. It's important to note that genetics, yes, does play, an important role. So if you are one of the people that just have good genetics, your hair grows fast, kudos to you, but make sure that you put in the work to retain the length. But if you're one of those people where in your family people don't really have that much hair, all hope is not lost. It's just that you might have to put in more work than somebody who naturally has fast hair growth rate or who naturally just has hair in their family, if you know what I mean. Now that we have genetics out of the way, I'm going to start with moisture. Going to sound like a broken record because so many people have said it. Hair, moisture. Natural hair, moisture. Your hair needs moisture. You cannot say one without the other. You need moisture. Now, I get a lot of questions saying things like, they always say we should moisturize our hair. I moisturize my hair, but my hair is still dry. Understand, because once upon a time when I first went natural for the first 2 years or so, I honestly didn't know what I was doing. Now there are two ways to moisturize your hair that are tested and trusted. It's either the LOC method, the LCO method. The LOC method is liquid, oil and cream, and the LCO method is liquid, cream and oil, and the L also stands for leave-in, so leave-in conditioner. Now you can use any of them depending on your hair porosity. I'm going to do a different video talking about hair porosity because a lot of the times we're using the wrong products for our hair. That's why it feels like you moisturize your hair today, it's dry tomorrow. So we're going to talk about that. But moisture is very important. Make sure that you're using a water-based moisturizer. That is, in your hair moisturizer, the first ingredient on the product should be water. Not petrolatum, not mineral oil, but water. That should be the first ingredient of any so-called hair moisturizer. So you need to moisturize first with water, liquid or leave-in conditioner, and then you need to use an oil that is easily absorbed into your hair. I always like to use olive oil as an example because olive oil works for most people, and then a water-based moisturizer. So moisturize your hair. You don't need to walk around with your hair looking like, I don't know, I see some people's hair, it looks crusty, it looks dry, it looks like a sponge. We don't want that. Moisturize your hair, sis. Let's talk about this if you're trying to grow your hair and how I also grow my hair. I avoid manipulation. Now, what do you mean by avoiding manipulation? Avoiding manipulation means avoiding combing your hair excessively, avoiding styling your hair excessively. Personally, for me, when I wash my hair on wash day, I try to do something to stretch it. Either I do 6 twists or 6 braids just to stretch it out a bit, and then the next day I take it up and style my hair, and I try to maintain that style for a week and then do another style if it's necessary, and then I would moisturize in between. So just leave your hair alone. I'm going to give you an example. People always say that when you have dreadlocks your hair grows faster. That is not necessarily true, because the rate at which someone with dreadlocks hair is growing is the same way your hair is growing. But why it looks like hair grows faster in locks is because it's literally in one style. Yes, people with locks wash their hair and all of that, but it's literally, they are really not manipulating their hair that much. But you with your hair out, today you want to do bun, tomorrow you want to do 2 puffs, next tomorrow you want to do cornrows, and you want to loosen it and do twists. You style your hair every day of the week. Calm down. Calm down. Drink something and calm down because you're doing too much. You need to calm down. Maintain one style for a period of time and try to avoid combing your hair too much. Try to avoid over manipulating your hair. That is one of the things that helped me to grow my hair. Another thing is protective styling. Now, protective styling does not necessarily mean doing braids or wigs. They are protective styles, by the way, but I'm saying they are not the only protective styles. Protective styles can be done with your own hair. You can do mini twists, you can do mini braids, you can pack your hair in a bun like this and leave it for some days. I'm going to leave this bun for a week. You can do buns, any style where your hair is well protected. I personally am not a fan of leaving my hair out. I do leave my hair out, but once in a while. I don't just leave my hair in an afro and leave it for months. I don't do that. There's so many cute styles on the internet, here on YouTube. Try to figure out how you can style your hair and then maintain those styles. And then obviously when you do braids and all those things, try to avoid pinching your hair from the roots, because when you pinch your hair from the roots, what happens is then it's no longer a protective style, it's now a damaging style, because when you take it out, it's coming off with half of your hair, and that's not the purpose of a protective style. A protective style is supposed to protect your hair, keep your hair in one place so that your hair flourishes. But if it's doing the opposite, then you need to throw that style in the bin. The thing I'm going to talk about is detangling. For me, when I first went natural, I was doing the most. I was using any comb and I was just I used to comb my hair dry. But when I discovered that it's best to comb your hair when it's wet or detangle your hair when it's wet, and when there is a bit of product in it, is when my life changed and the amount of hair I used to lose when detangling really reduced. Now, I advise very strongly to avoid combing your hair when it's dry. Avoid it by any means necessary. Only comb your hair if you need to when there is some product with it and in it, and not just any product. Let the product have some sleep. I have here on my channel a video on aloe vera. Aloe vera is one of the best things you can use for your hair because it's highly moisturizing and it has a lot of sleep. If you put aloe vera in your hair, sis, your comb will glide right through with very little fallout, and that's what you need if you're trying to grow your hair. When you're trying to grow your hair, you're trying to keep as much of your length as possible. You're trying not to have so much hair on the floor, and that's what's going to happen when you comb your hair dry. In fact, sometimes when you comb your hair dry, you're hearing the sound as it's falling off and you are still combing. The ways I manage to grow my hair, I try to comb it only when necessary also. So apart from combing it when it's wet or when it has some product with some sleep in it, try to comb only when necessary. Combing every day is not necessary. In fact, you can use your fingers. I know not a lot of people know how to do that, but you can watch videos on how to use your fingers to detangle. As far as I'm concerned, fingers are the best means to detangle your hair, but we'll talk about that in another video. That I did when I was trying to grow my hair, I'm still trying to grow my hair by the way because I need my hair to touch the floor, you know what I mean, is avoid heat. Now, ever since I went natural, I do not think that I have used heat on my hair. One time I went to a natural hair salon when I was back home in Nigeria, and they actually used a blow dryer, but it was on cool air. So basically I haven't used heat on my hair. A lot of you want to experiment with your hair, which is okay. You want to see your hair when it's straight. You want to see your hair when it's blown out. I don't have anything against that. I feel like if you do it, you know, a few times in a year, maybe once a year, twice a year, 3 times a year, maybe that's okay. But you cannot do that every week, every 2 weeks and expect to see growth. You can't do that and expect that your hair will not be damaged, even if you're using heat protectant. I don't know, but I just feel like when you don't use heat on your hair regularly, you will definitely see the difference between, you know, when you were using heat and when you were not using heat. Or you will see the difference between someone who doesn't use heat and someone who uses heat regularly on their hair. So try not to use heat. It's not really necessary. If you really want a straight look, you can get a straight wig. If you really want the sleek look, you can get a very sleek wig. And I'm in support of wigs, by the way. Wigs are great protective styles when you know how to use them right, so you don't chop your edges off. We'll talk about that in another video. Another thing that I did was to be careful with my products. Now, as I said, the first couple of years of my being natural, because I've been natural for about 5 years now, is I didn't know much about it. And I was using just about any product. I wasn't reading the ingredients in the product, and I was doing the most trying to get every product. So what I'm saying, it's not necessary to be a product junkie. Some of you feel like if you don't have a cupboard full of natural hair products, that means you don't love your hair. That's not true. If you're not receiving products from brands or companies sending you products to review, you don't need that many natural products. If you found a brand that works for you, you found a couple of products that work for you, just stick to that. You don't need to buy every new product that is out there. Of course, brands are going to constantly market products to you because they need to make profit, they need to make sales. That doesn't mean you need to go out and buy every product. And it's very important that you read the ingredients in your product and know what these ingredients do. Don't just buy everything. Oh, you saw this person using it, oh, I'm going to go buy it. It's not necessary. You don't need to have a whole room full of natural hair products for people to know that you love your hair. That's not true. Now, because I was really trying to not do too much with my hair, believe it or not, I don't have that many natural products, natural hair products. Most of the natural hair products that I have now are even products that were sent to me earlier this year or late last year. Most of my other products I have run out of them, and I'm using mainly products that I make. I make most of my hair products. And I have discovered that these products that I make actually work better for my hair. Why? That's because I know exactly what I'm putting into my hair. I know exactly the amount I'm putting. I know exactly the ingredients that I'm putting. And I'm making the ingredient, and I'm making the products, I'm making the products, you know, to go with the need of my hair. So if I want to make a deep conditioner, and I know that my hair is dry, I know exactly what I'm putting in the deep conditioner that will meet my moisture needs. If my hair is limp and needs protein, I know exactly what I'm going to put in my hair to strengthen it. If my hair needs moisture, I know exactly what to make my hair, you know, as a leave-in to moisturize my hair. So you don't need to spend tons of money on natural hair products. Most of the things that you need to help your hair flourish are already in your house, or things, natural products that you can get at little to nothing. I promise you, I have so many treatments already on my channel, and I'm going to do more. At the end of this video, I'm going to link my playlist where you can watch some of my treatments that I've done already, and you can subscribe so you never miss when I put out any of my treatments or any of my, you know, DIYs that can really help your hair. So I started being more conscious about the things that I was putting into my hair, and that totally changed the game for me. That I did is that I was patient. I'm not going to lie to you. Your hair is not going to grow inches in 1 week. Your hair is not going to grow inches in 2 weeks. You will have to be patient and appreciate the journey. I believe that's why they call it natural hair journey or hair journey, because it goes on as long as you're alive. It's a journey. There's really no destination. So be patient with yourself and always remember that it is just hair. That's what I tell myself. It is just hair. Don't be so attached to hair growth. Don't be so attached to, oh my God, I want my hair to be this. Remember that it's just hair. And also remember that it's always growing, but it's still just hair. You don't have to kill yourself trying to calculate, oh, I need my hair to grow 10 inches in 2 weeks. You give yourself high blood pressure. Calm down. Sip a drink. Calm down. Calm down. Your hair will grow. If you do the right things, your hair will grow. But you have to. You need to sprinkle patience. Okay? You need to sprinkle patience on everything that you're doing, so you won't be frustrated. Okay? To be honest, these are the things that I did. These are the things that I practiced, and I'm still practicing in order to get my hair to where it is now, and also where I want it to be is what I'm still going to keep practicing. I moisturize, I avoid manipulation, I protective style, I detangle only on wet hair, I comb only when necessary, and I make sure that I comb my hair when there is a lot of product with slip in it. I avoid heat by all means necessary. I use mainly natural products that I can understand, products that I know exactly what the ingredients are in my hair, and I'm patient. So I hope these tips are going to be helpful to you. You have an idea on how you can grow your hair. Now, make sure that you're subscribed to my channel so you can see all my treatments, all my remedies, all my recipes that you can incorporate into your natural hair journey. If this video was helpful to you in some way, please make sure you like, make sure that you comment, and make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss any content from me. And I will see you in my next video.